Hello everyone, my name is Augusto, and today I want to talk with you guys about something that might have come across your mind at some point, which is adding new music to the game. Well, Minecraft's music is very iconic, it's perhaps the most iconic soundtracks of all time, it's very nostalgic, it's absolutely beautiful, but sometimes I came across with some musics that, well, I think, oh, this would fit so well inside of Minecraft soundtracks, but I never knew how to do it. Never knew how to add it up to the game. So I've done a little bit of research and I came up with a method that, although it can be a little bit overwhelming at first glance, not gonna lie, but especially if you don't have any experience with coding, but I will show you it's very easy and it's not that difficult at all. So let's get started. So we're here in our desktop, and what you're gonna do now is gonna set up our resource pack. Alright, the folders of our resource pack. But first of all, guys, I want you to download a little program that we're gonna be using to edit all of our codes and stuff, which is called Notepad++. This is a very simple application to use. It's not that difficult. You can find it in the internet. It's very good, it's free. And alright, so just download and install it. Alright, first of all. Then now we're gonna set up our folders for our resource pack. First of all, we're gonna create the main folder. It's gonna be you can call it anything. I'll call it video just because it's for the video. And we're gonna zip it after all, but we have to first set up all the files, alright? So the first thing you're gonna do, create the main folder, enter it, and here you're gonna drop two things. The first one is going to be our icon, okay? The icon of our resource pack. I chose this image, you can choose anything you want. You just make sure to call it pack.png. It has to be called pack.png, rename it. It can be any image you want. It's going to be our icon for our resource pack. Okay, now second thing, I'm going to create this pack.mcmeta file. Okay, I'll just delete it. I'll show you how to make it. You're going to click new, right click in the folder, go into new, go into text document. My computer is in Portuguese because this is the language I speak. I'm gonna call it pack, and I'm gonna alter this txt to mcmeta. Right, click enter. Maybe this renaming bracket here, this renaming box here, you're gonna click yes. Alright, now and my computer automatically opens this kind of file with Notepad++, but you're gonna right click on it, open with Notepad++. Right, so here what you're gonna do is copy paste this code, and I will be going to leave in the description, which is this code here, right here. What this code is, it basically does the description of the resource pack and also the general format of the resource pack, which is going to be compatible with each version of our resource pack. Right, so this number 15 here is for 1.20.1. If you want a different version, you can find a list. I'll try to make sure to have a list in the description. I think I can do this for you. At least a link with the list of numbers for each version. 15, I know it's for 1.20.1. If you're watching this in the future and there's already 1.21, 1.22, there's gonna be a different number. Gonna have to search for it, right? It's probably not gonna be 15. And once you've done it, if there's a new version and you want this resource pack to be compatible with the new version, you just search for the number of this specific version you're going to play, and go to this file here and just alter this number here. Right? It's super easy, super okay to understand. Now we can close it. Now we're gonna be adding a new folder, which is called assets. Alright, inside the assets folder you're gonna be creating a new folder which is called Minecraft. Alright, inside the Minecraft folder you're gonna be creating a new folder which is called sounds. Inside the sounds folder I'm creating a new folder. There's a lot of folders. Make sure to do this slowly and not to get confused, in order to not get confused, because it can be a little confusing. So inside the sounds folder you're going to be creating the music folder. Alright, inside the music folder you're going to be creating a new folder which is called game. So you're going to be creating two folders, one for game and one for menu, unless you don't want to add any music to the menu. How this works is, game folder is going to be tracks for inside the game when you're playing, and the menu folder is going to be tracks for the menu. So if you don't want to add any music to the menu, you don't need this. You just can have the game folder. Alright, so here in the game folder, musics for the overworld, you're gonna drop here right away. Now I have a set of musics right here that I chose, and the one I chose for the overworld is here, this Equinox, and I'm gonna drop it right here. Now I want you to know that something, which is all the tracks you drop here, all the tracks you're gonna use has to be in the .ogg file format. Alright, if it's not .ogg, it's not gonna work. It has to be .ogg. If it's .mp3, you can just go and convert it. It's quite simple. You can do it online. You can do it Audacity too. It's very simple to convert an .mp3 to .ogg file. Alright, so now inside the game file, if you want to add music to the end, you're going to create a new folder which is going to be called end. Inside the end folder you're going to be dropping the tracks that you want to be played in the end. Alright, I have separated this introduction one, and it's a very creepy music. It's all about the end. I think it's quite fit. And alright, so drop it here. So now for music in the nether, musics for the nether, you're going to be creating a nether folder. Alright, inside the nether folder I'm going to be dropping all the tracks for the nether. I separated this one, the netherite one, .ogg. This one here you're going to be playing in the nether. Alright, okay, so I separated the music for the menu too. I'm going to be dropping it directly in the menu folder alongside this. Alright, it's going to be okay. So now we've set up our folders, our directory, and we have dropped all the tracks and files that we need to be dropping. Alright, so the folder part is done. Alright, so now we need to be setting up our code, which is going to be a file that's going to read our directory, all the folders, the folder paths, and it's going to be attaching this folder path and this track, specific track that we drop in the folders, is going to attach those tracks to specific sound events in Minecraft. So first of all, we're going to be going to the assets folder, Minecraft folder, and here in the Minecraft folder we're going to be adding a new text document. Right, we're going to call it sounds. Alright, but now we have to convert it to a JSON file. I'm going to delete this txt, going to write JSON and be renaming. Yes. Alright, so here in the JSON file, sounds.json file, we're going to be right clicking it, open with Notepad++. Okay, so we can close this. Here in the sounds.json, we're going to be attaching the tracks to specific sound events inside Minecraft. So how does sound work in Minecraft? It works like this. There is a sound event, what we call the sound event, and this is going to be an event inside the game which is going to be correlated with a specific sound. For example, there is a sound event called entity.enderman.stare. This is the event that is when you stare into an enderman's eyes. You know, it starts to play that creepy sound. I don't like it. It's very creepy in my opinion. And this is correlated. That sound is inside the Minecraft's folders and directories, and it's correlated with this specific sound event. When this event happens, it plays that sound. Okay, so for music, to see all the sound events you can use in the game, you can use the command /playSound and hit tab, space tab. You're gonna see all the sound events possible. Alright, the events we're gonna be using are all start with music. Okay, music dot something. So if you just write /playSound music dot in play tab, in press tab, you're gonna be seeing all the list of all sound events related to music. Okay, so we have the music, for example, music for the overworld. The ones we're going to be using are the music.game, which is a sound event related to music, which is going to be played in every corner of the overworld. So every corner in the overworld is subjected to this sound event. It's going to play randomly, and this is music that's going to be playing in every biome, everywhere. All right. If you want some music that's going to play in specific biomes, you're going to be using music.overworld dot something dot the biome. There are not all biomes that have it. This I know for sure that desert has. I know for sure that plains has, forest, meadow, grove, and some more. It's not every biome, unfortunately. And you can see using the /playSound command. You can see the list of every music.overworld sound events, right? We are also going to be using the music.end, the music.menu, and the nether. So let's start with our code. First thing I'm gonna do is with a brace, open with a brace and hit enter. Alright, this brace is going to be our primary brace. It's going to be closing everything within it inside the code. Alright, now we're going to write our, with quotes, our sound events. I'm going to be starting with the overworld. That music I placed in the game folder, that is going to, I want it to play in every corner of the world. So I'm going to be using the music.game sound event. It's going to be a column, another brace, and hit enter. Now we're going to be using quotes, sounds, column, and a square bracket. And here we're going to be using inside quotes the path and the track, the specific file, sound file .ogg's file that we want to play in this, to add to this sound event. So here we have, let's see here, we have this, our sounds.json file in the Minecraft file. It's alongside the sounds file, so I have to jump it. And here we're going to start. It's music/game and /equinox. I highly recommend you guys to keep the name of the track very simple, to not have trouble, right? So write the name very simple name. So our path is music/game/equinox. This is where our file is. I'm going to close this, right? You can just hit enter, close our square bracket, and hit enter again. Is going to be right below the square bracket. You're going to hit backspace to be alongside this bracket here, There's brace here, and we're going to be closing this brace. All right. Okay. So if you guys just want to add a single file to just one sound event, you can hit enter here and close all the code. All right. But this is not what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be adding new music to multiple sound events, all the sound events that I listed. All right. So we're going to hit in a comma, enter, and here we're going to be adding our next sound event, which is going to be music. Let's do it with the end. All right. Close the quotes, column, brace. Now going to be quotes, sounds, column, square bracket. Okay. Going to be hitting enter. Now our directory for the end music. Remember, it's music /game /end. We can do something here, guys. We can do like this. This is a little trick of the Windows. If you use Windows, you go have our folder here right besides our code. So it's music game and our song is called introduction. So /introduction. Close the quotes. Right. So close the square bracket. Close the brace. Column. I'm gonna be hitting our next sound event. I'll be leaving the nether for the last one because it's multiple sound events. So I'll just be going to do the menu now, and now we're gonna be hitting music.menu. The sound event here. Column, brace, enter, sounds, column, square bracket. Now we're gonna be hitting our menu folder. All right, so it's music /menu. Remember, it's alongside the game, it's not inside game. So menu / our sample menu is called log menu. I'll be hitting close this quotes, hitting our enter, closing our square bracket, closing our brace, hitting comma. Now we're gonna deal with another. All right. So if you want to play these musics all over the nether, you can use the 5 sound events for the nether. If you just want to play in some of the sound events, some parts of the nether, there are the 5 parts of the nether: the Crimson Forest, the Warped Forest, the Nether Waste, the Soul Sand Valleys, and the Basalt Deltas. Alright, so you can choose between them. You can use all of them. We're going to be using all of them right here because I want to be playing this music to be playing all over the nether. Alright, so music dot nether dot Basalt Deltas, close, column, brace, quotes, sounds, column, square bracket, quotes, music /game. Remember, music /game /nether /netherite1, which is our file. We can close this. Now we hit our square bracket, our brace, hit column, another sound event, music nether dot, let's put the Crimson Forest, right, column, brace, sounds, column, square bracket, and then I'm gonna be using the same path, game nether. You can just tab because rather recognize it. Okay, so again the same thing, close the square bracket, close the brace, column. Now we're going to be using the music .nether dot warp forwards. The same very process. You're gonna see it's not that difficult, right? All right. So you guys can just, I will be just cutting here and jumping when I finish this, all right? Now, I just completed it, all right? Now, you can just close it, okay? If you want more to be using more songs, you can just go to add more sound events, just to add music to more sound events. You can just use the same thing, comma, and write the same thing for the next sound event, all right? But now it's done, and now what we're gonna do is close the first brace, all right? So our code is done. It's absolutely done. This is the structure of our code, okay? Now, if you want to replace all songs of this sound event with just the sounds of this, with only this track, what you're going to do is here in this square bracket, you're gonna hit a comma, and you're gonna type quotes, replace column true. All right, so here, this way, absolutely every track that is original to this sound event is going to be replaced with this track, okay? If you don't write it or write it false, it's going to be false, and it's not going to replace it. If you just don't write it as we were doing, everything it's not going to be replaced. It's going to be just alongside with the existing tracks, okay? So we can close it now. We can go to this file, save. All right, it's all saved now. We can close it, and here we have our it's completed, it's done. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is going to grab our folder, our main folder, and right click in it, and what we're gonna go is compact to a zip file, right? It should be this icon here in English, and now we have this video.zip. So guys, after we zip it, what we're going to do is going to open it, and we're going to see that our video, we had to jump this video because, I mean, when you zip a file, it contains itself inside in it, alright? So what we're going to do, we're going to grab this, put it in our desktop. We're going to be deleting this, right? And what you're going to do is put all of the stuff here again, okay? So this stuff is in the zip, in our zipped file, okay, directly. So what we're going to do now, we're going to be opening our search tool, and we're going to be typing percentage app data percentage, and hit enter. Going to .minecraft, going to be in our resource pack folder, and I'm going to be dropping it right here. Right, we have our resource pack here. I'm going to be dropping it right here. Okay, now I have Minecraft open here, and we're going to see if it actually works. So guys, I just want to warn you that you have to save your pack.mcmeta, because I didn't save it and it didn't work, so we have to go here and save it. Alright, don't forget to do it. So now what we're going to do is see inside Minecraft if this works, and I have Minecraft open right here, and as you can see, our resource pack is already here. So I'm gonna put it in our selected ones, click done, and bang, it's already working. All right, to test it, what you can do is you can go to our world. All right, let's go to a world. Let's test it. So to test it, what you're going to do is using the /play sound command. All right, so what you're going to use is /play sound. Now you're going to type music.game. I'm going to select music. I'm going to select ourselves, and I'm going to play. Make sure to have your music to 100%. So now, guys, what's going to happen is this /play sound command is going to pick a music of this sound event randomly. It can be your music, it can be another music, so you have to test it, keep testing it until we hear our music, right? So let's see what happens. So as you can see, it's not playing our music, it's playing one of Minecraft's music. So what we're going to do is stop sound ourselves. And I'm going to do this again until our music kicks in. All right? You can see it's not our music. And this is again, and you're going to keep doing this until we hear our music. Right? Now here, guys, as you can see, it took a little while, but it's not that much, maybe a minute or so, and it's already playing. As you can see, it's the music, right? So you can do the same for all the other sound events, all right? So this is how it works, all right? You have to check it. Go here and check it. If it doesn't work, what it can be. In my case, during this video, when I was like trying right now to play our song, I just noticed that I had changed. This is another program. Let's open with. I got it right here in our desktop. Here, down here in this last bracket, this last break, I put an square bracket instead of this brace. So the code didn't actually closed, so it didn't work, and was like, whoa, why? So if it doesn't work, just check if it's all right, it's everything okay in the code, and it should work just like in mine, right? So this is the video, guys. Hope you like it. Don't forget to leave a like. I don't actually ask you to subscribe, because I mean, this is my first video in English, and you know, but well, this is the video. Hope you like it. Hope it worked for you. Any doubts, please leave it in the comments. I'll be glad to be answering all of your questions. All right, so this is it. Bye bye.